You'll want to grab a few of these houses, cover up that pink with some more muted colors. I'm going to use a brown Sharpie. I'm using the same process for the windows and doors. I'm decorating these with some miniature supplies, and I've put some risers underneath it so I can display my houses.
Mini terracotta pots. I'm starting off with a light blue base. Cut off a small portion of a clear ornament. Let's go and paint our snowman, along with also a nose and some little buttons. Then I'm going to go and glue it onto the terracotta. Then we can go and take this and we're going to go and glue it in place and make it look like there's some snow at the top. And then I'm going to go and paint a small white door. Now we can wait for this to fully dry. For this one, I'm going to go and start off with a gray base and we can go and stick it right in the center. I'm going to make it look like it's snowy on the bottom, go around the entire bottom base. Now I'm going to go and decorate this. Here is my whole gingerbread terracotta village.
This is just a bamboo box glue all down, and then I'm just going to spread that around with my finger, and I'm just going to place my scrap pieces of paper down. That's all done. I'm just going to wait until it's dry. I'm going to be generous with the Mod Podge as I lay it down, so I'm going to make sure that I have a really nice good coat. And here's the surprise, a little bit of shredded snow. I'm going to get a good amount here because I do want to spread it out, so I'm just going to move it around a little bit. I will let this dry. My Mod Podge is all dry. I have all my snow in there. Put that on the bottom there, hot glue that down. So I am going to continue on building my scene. Glue these right on the corner, and we are all done with our cute, simple Christmas shadow box.
You can make with your old milk cartons from home. And then you want to open the tops of them. I'm going to use Annie Sloan chalk paint, and we are going to cover the whole outside of our milk carton. And we just want to trim down on the line of the fold, and then trim this side down as well. And then you can take these side flaps, and we're going to turn this into the roof. So I'm going to trim this down, paint this little roof with the same brown paint, and we're just going to go up and down the sides of the triangle with some hot glue. Then you're just going to take your top and add it on like that. And I'm just going to paint over those lines that I just made. Now I'm going to let that dry so that will look like they're being held together, like they're cookies and they're being held together with the icing. Because I want this paint to really be textured, and I want to put nice chunks of snow up here. And I'm going to make shingles on my top here as a little doorknob there. I hope you've enjoyed this adorable little gingerbread village made from milk cartons.
Run to the dollar store and grab one of these hanging planters or hanging terrarium. Now you're going to go and fill your terrarium with some sand. And now let's go and place the people along with also some of the miniatures. But I think this arrangement is really cute and I do want a wintry look to it. Take some of these white stones that you can also go and purchase at the dollar store. Then I am going to take some of the fake snow and make it look like it's almost snowing. To dye this, I'm going to use a little bit of mica powder, then I'm going to go and mix this up, go and put some air back into the mixture, use a spoon to put a small amount over some of the white rocks, and then use my heat gun on a very low setting to go and dry this slightly so I can keep some of those bubbles in there. I'm going to go and add a couple of these small little tiny white rocks to here.
I saw these little mini terracotta pots on Amazon, and I'm going to use 5 of the mini pots for this project. Now that the paint is all dry, it's time to add a few little embellishments. I find it easiest to draw a little face with a pencil and then fill it in with paint. The last thing I need to do is attach all of the little mini pots together. I used contact cement to glue them together. I hope this has inspired you to go grab some mini terracotta pots and use them in your holiday decor this season.
We're going to start by just painting around the entire flower pot, but we're not going to paint the rim down here. We're going to do something else with it. For this one, we're going to paint the entire thing from top to bottom. For this last one, we're going to be using Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color white. Now that this one is dry, we are going to turn it around, and I'm just going to go ahead and paint all around this top rim. For this one, we are going to paint this top rim. So I have some adhesive back felt, and I'm going to turn it over. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the felt. So we're going to peel off the back, and we're going to place it on. Next, what I want to do is I want to add a strip of felt down this part right here. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the center there, and then I'm going to stick my ribbon on. Now I'm going to take a gold pipe cleaner, and I'm going to go ahead and bend it into a square. Now I add a little hot glue to the top and the bottom of the ribbon, and I can place the belt buckle right on. For this one, I've taken a pencil and I've drawn on a face. Use some permanent markers, and I'm gonna just make some little dots for the mouth. Next, I'm gonna take an orange one and I'm gonna go ahead and make a carrot nose. So for this one, I have zigzag ribbon. I'm gonna place a dab of hot glue, and then I'm gonna take the center of the ribbon, place it there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue it in the back as well. I'm gonna repeat this process on the bottom. Next, I have 2 buttons. Then I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue, stick the first button on, and place the second button there as well. Maybe you have a coffee lover, so you put coffee supplies in one. Maybe you have a hot chocolate lover, so you put some hot chocolate and some candy cane stir sticks in one. Maybe you just want to put some candy in one, so you can just load it up with some different kinds of candy. Here they are, all finished and ready to go. And I hope this inspires you to make some flower pot gifts of your own.
You are going to need small cardboard boxes of various sizes. After this is cut, remove any extra cardboard with a pair of scissors. Open up the bottom of the box and cut off all of the cardboard flaps. Press it down and draw out your windows and also a door. Cut out the windows and doors. Glue the box back together and take the tops that you saved, fold them in half, and glue it onto the flaps. Flatten a piece of this clay out, shape it, and also this clay can be moistened slightly with some water, and it's very easy to shape when it's moistened. And smooth the clay out. Shape out clay and fully cover both sides, and remove the extra clay. Paint the inner portion with a little bit of white acrylic paint, and then find a place to put it in your house. Put fairy lights into some, and let these cute and easy to make houses light up your room.
Grab 4 terracotta pots, then paint 3 of them red. Paint the third pot's rim black. Paint the fourth one a nude color. Next, glue them all together using silicone. Then add some embellishments. Next, add some batting. Then add some cobwebs to the head. Next, draw a face and color it in. You can create any kind of holiday character. Paint 3 terracotta pots white. Paint the fourth one black. Then glue them all together using silicone. After that, add some sparkly Mod Podge. Then add some embellishments. Add 2 buttons for eyes and draw on a carrot nose. And add a scarf. I hope this inspires you to create these cute holiday characters for your home this season.